Hello! Can you believe you've been with me for a full week already? So we get to cross off that 7. Day number 8. Funky little 8. If you're new to this journey, make sure that you go to day number 1 so you can see all the previous exercises if you just hit that eye up there. My name's Gretchen, founder of Balance to the Core, and we are here for 30 days together. We're all strengthening our deep core muscles. So if you've noticed, it's not just about abdominal exercises, right? So we're working really into the legs, the butt, the abs, the back, the shoulders, the arms. Everything gets work because in Pilates, it's sort of a full body system. So yes, you're going to dive deep into those core muscles, but you also work your whole body at the same time, which is super cool. Today, though, we are going to do some stretching. So just as it's important to dive deep into these core muscles, it's also important to take time to allow our body to soften to the tension of the outside world. We have a lot thrown at us every single day. Today is going to be a little different than the previous 7 days. We are going to take breaks here and there through these 30 days just to really make sure that we're opening and softening and just sort of letting go. Okay? So enjoy today. Lie on your back and just allow your body to get heavy on your mat. Close your eyes and just focus on inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. You can sort of take your knees from side to side like windshield wipers and just open up those hips. Take your arms out to the sides with the palms up. Just feel that nice release. And then you'll just come to center and let's take our right leg in towards our chest and just hold there. Breathe, let go. Go ahead and straighten that leg up towards the ceiling, and if you're feeling a little tight, you can bend your bottom leg. Feel the back of your pelvis heavy on the mat, and let's just release and straighten. You don't want to hold on to that leg for dear life so your shoulders tense up. You're just guiding it. 2 more. Hold it and then just flex and point. Maybe circle from the ankle. And then just let the knee fall. Straighten your bottom leg if it's bent, and then just take your knee over as you keep your opposite shoulder pulling down. This knee that pulled over is sort of pulling towards your chest as well as down to the floor. And you can look at your opposite hand and shoulder if you want. Now, as you breathe here, I want you to try to breathe into those top ribs. Really expand them and deflate them. One more time. And then come to center and cross your ankle over your thigh and flex your foot. Get your pelvis square. And then we're just going to pull that thigh in towards your chest without letting your pelvis lift. So you don't want to come here. If it's too much to lift, just stay down. Flex both feet and just pull that thigh in. You can rock sort of back and forth. Feeling what it feels like when you get to the side that kind of deepens that stretch. And you can pull the thigh in a little bit more as you do that. Just play with it. And then undo the twist and get your feet down and feel what that feels like. That right side of your body should just feel really released, maybe energized. And we'll do it to the other side the same way. So thigh in, stretch your bottom leg long. This thigh that's reaching, you almost want to pull the thigh down towards the floor. Shoulders heavy. We're going to straighten that leg up. You can bend that bottom leg if you're feeling tight, or keep it straight. And we'll just straighten bend this top leg. You can hold it straight. Give me a little flex and point. And then a little circle. Maybe reverse that circle. And then hug the knee in. Stretch your bottom leg long and take that knee over. And then look at your opposite shoulder. Extend your hand and just hold sort of the knee and the shoulder pulling in opposite ways. Breathe into your ribs. Really feel the stretch come internally. If you have any low back tightness or strain, this is awesome for it, this whole series. And then you'll come back to center when you're ready. You can stay there as long as you want. You'll flex this foot, cross it over your thigh, and just keep your pelvis square, shoulder square. When you're ready, you can pull in. Make sure this foot's flexed. You want to protect your knee. Just hold that. If you want to rock back and forth on your low back, you're welcome to. You're just sort of massaging through that low back as you get a deeper stretch in the hip. You'll notice it happens when you go towards your bent leg over. And then just let it go and feel what it feels like here. Ah, nice. And let's stretch your legs long if you'd like. You can also keep them bent. You don't need to go straight-legged. Should almost feel like your bones are just released to the floor. Isn't that amazing, just to get rid of all that tightness and tension? We don't do it nearly enough, and we should do it every single day. Pull the thighs in towards your chest any way you want, and use those legs to roll yourself up to a seated position. All right, so now we're going to spin it over. And I want you to take your right leg over. So we've sort of opened up the sides. Let's open up the front now of the thigh. So I'm going to take my front knee over my front ankle. And I'm just gently pressing my hips forward. I want you to take both hands into your instep here. And just sort of let your hips release. You can go down to your elbows if you have the flexibility to do so. Just try to keep lengthening the spine. Your front knee is right resting against your arm. So feel sort of the arm and thigh pull into each other. And then you're going to take your hand on either side, and we're just going to flex that front foot. Get your hips over your knee and flex. And you want to point. You can like shift that heel wherever it's comfortable. So you want to get your pelvis square and just reach out of your low back. You can help those toes pull towards your chest if you're feeling like it's not working. Just get that deep stretch there. And if you have flexibility and you want to reach out of your low back more, you can draw the forehead down towards that leg. And just shift it forward. And then we're just going to turn it the other way. Square off, hinge it. When you feel like you've like at the right place. You can take your hands into your instep. Relaxing the shoulders, reaching out of the back. Nice long spine. And this knee, and I'll turn it for you, is resting against my shoulder. So they're like kissing each other. You can drop to your elbows if you want, if you have that flexibility. And then we just shift our weight back so the hip goes over your knee. Situate this leg so it feels good, flexing all toes. And I'm lengthening out of my back as I push my sit bones back. And reaching my chest forward. Sometimes I have to help my foot flex because I'm tight. And then you feel free to bring your forehead over your thigh if you'd like. And then just take your hands into your instep. Scoot that leg back. Open your knees and bring your toes together. And just sit it back. Oh, feel that stretch as your arms lengthen forward, your tailbone back. Scoot forward, tuck your tail under. Let's get a little cat here. And then open here. And then come to center and sit it back. I want you to roll up through the spine. So you have your knees apart here. So what we're going to do is we're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to sort of come up under our feet. We're going to walk our feet a little bit wider, maybe a little bit wider than our sitting bones, wherever you can to get your heels down. And if this is not comfortable for you, you can just stay back into that child's pose. But this is a really primal position for us. It's very good on our hips. So I want you to try to get your heels down and then use your elbows to decide, press open those thighs. Come into a prayer pose here. So as your tailbone is pushing towards the floor, you want to try to lengthen your spine and open your chest and push your feet flat on the mat. So you're sort of sinking back towards your heels. So you open up. And just breathe here. I know it's been 10 minutes, but I want you to try to stay here for a couple of breaths. Enjoy the opening of the hips. Stay as long as you'd like. If you are ready to come out of it, you're just going to end in a little shell stretch back. Do that now as I ran out of time. And just rest here for as long as you'd like. Very awesome job today, and I will see you tomorrow.